In a little over a year now. Politics, things of that nature I've been involved with over the years, external to the campus, internal to the campus, volunteered, I've participated in Martin Luther King Day, so I've been very actively involved.
So what draws you to student government? Why did you get involved in the first place? Because politics is an eerie thing to just kind of want to be a part of.
It is. Well, I'm pursuing a career in law. Right now I'm finishing up my undergraduate in accounting, and I'm pursuing a degree in law. So I like advocating for people. I came to a Unity Slate meeting about a little over a year ago. I also addressed Muhi when he was running and found out what their campaign issues were about. And I just kind of was feeling around and getting a little taste of what's going on during the campaign. And when I compared the two platforms, I ended up joining the Unity Slate. I became a part of the Unity Slate. And just being involved in student government, I've had a feel of what the campus needs, what's going on campus, what the issues are, what the students need. And it's been an awesome experience, to be honest with you, to be able to make changes on campus for the better. And you can look back in the future and say, I've made this change on this campus, or we have made this change on this campus.
And when we talk about anything, when a person is passionate about a particular subject, they have a role model they look for, or help them get involved. Do you have a political role model or any, excuse me, any type of role model who encourage you to go toward politics or law or any of that form?
A political role model, I don't have in particular one political role model. I don't attach myself to any politician. I do think that there are a lot of people out there that have done well in society and done well for the people, spoken for the people. I think people like Dr. King, who was an awesome leader to look to. Malcolm X is an awesome leader to look to. Gandhi, from a humanitarian standpoint. So politics, you kind of have to pick and choose the issues. You have to kind of pick and choose what you want out of them. I like the humanitarian type of people, the people who have advocated for human rights and things of that nature.
Okay. All right. Now we've passed the small talk. Just let you know the small talk is over.
Let's move on to the issues.
We're going to get into the actual, the big time stuff. What changes are you passionate about making for the university? What issues do you see are out there that the students want and that you feel need to be taken seriously and are on the very beginning of your list if you were to be elected as the president?
Well, that's a good question. It's not even if I was to be elected as president, because right now the issues that we have are issues that we've been working on for an entire year. Everything that's on our platform has been started. There's a plan of action. So the ideas have already been put into a plan of action, and the plan of action is going to work. And some of the things are already being accomplished right now as we speak. For example, the 24-hour final exam period, we're going to have the library, the Mardigian Library, open for 24 hours. And I think that that's an awesome accomplishment by student government and Unity Slate members. And so that's one thing that we're going to continue to push for proposals 2 and 3 of the library hours, which are to extend the library hours to 2 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and extend also the weekend hours. Now, we've already accomplished extended lab hours in the Mardigian Library. The tuition, another very important item that we have on our platform is the tuition and the university budget. And we look to cut the increases that are going on, the increases in tuition. I know last year we had an 8% increase in tuition. This year we're due for another 8-point-something% increase. And this is something that we need to cut. We need to keep it around the rate of inflation. And when you look at the resources that are being provided to us for the tuition increase, it just doesn't add up. We're having our classes cut. We have less faculty members. And so this is something that we need to be passionate about. We need to push forward. We need to get better flexibility of class scheduling. We need to hire new administrators, and we need to increase enrollment here at the university. I know enrollment at our peak was around 9,100 students.
Okay.
Now we're down to somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 students. We plan
Still
to...
can't find parking.
Still can't find parking? Yeah, parking is an issue. It's probably not the number one issue right now on campus. The number one issue, I guess, would be to get the students in and then worry about the parking later from an administration standpoint. From a student standpoint, yes, it is a little bit of an inconvenience, but we really need to allocate our resources to where they can be most effective. And so what student government has suggested was, number one, let's introduce a culinary program to the university. And a culinary program will help us out on our other major task force item, which is food service.
Right.
If we can have a culinary program here, we can boost enrollment. In addition to boosting enrollment, we could create revenue for the university. We can profit. Right now, our food service with Aramark, we have a contract with them where the university is picking up the financial burden.
They're sucking us dry.
I'm sorry?
They're sucking us dry.
Yeah, they're sucking us dry. And so I can't see our money going to pick up Aramark's financial burden. There's absolutely no incentive for them to improve the food service, the variety, the quality. And so I think that we need to have students take care of it, bring in private chefs. I know this is happening at Schoolcraft College. I know it's happening at Henry Ford Community College. I know it's happening at other universities. So it's going to do two things for us. It's going to increase enrollment. It's going to bring in revenue to the university, and hopefully it's going to give us a better selection, better variety, and a better quality of food.
Okay. That's definitely. Muhi, if you ever want to jump in on any issue or any question, go ahead and feel free to jump in.
Okay, well, I think it's pertinent to know about Aramark that the facility that they have downstairs in the university center, it took $500,000 to build, of which Aramark paid for. The university doesn't run that section, Aramark does. So the $500,000 that they bought it for, we have to pay them back because it's our building, it's our facility. So the burdens that we're taking over are in repayment to their purchase. So it's not like we're losing any money.
Are we actually buying it back?
Exactly.
Or are we just giving the money?
We're buying it back.
How much longer will it take for us to buy it back? Do you know offhand?
It depends on their contract. I'm not exactly too sure. Brian may know because he's having a speak out on Monday, so I'm sure they'll be talking about that.
Okay. Their soup is good though.
It is.
Their soup is good. Another question to you, Brian.
Yes.
If you were elected as president,
May I address that?
Yeah, go ahead.
That concern, Ken. We actually met with Vice Chancellor Henderson and we brought him in, and the contract is here for another at least 3 years or so, maybe longer. Now, we wouldn't have to reimburse the entire amount, the $500,000. Of course, Aramark has been here. They have used the facility. They have had an opportunity to profit from it. And so what we've asked the Vice Chancellor Henderson to do is provide us with some facts and figures, give us some information so that we can make the right decision. Let us know how much we've been paying on a monthly basis as far as losses are concerned, and let us know what it is that we would have to do to sever this contract if need be. And then we would be able to make the best decision, the most logical decision.
Okay. That's very good. What are some of the major policies that are being discussed? Oh, actually, you've already answered this one. It's kind of like a roll-up. So let's jump to this other one.
Sure.
How can a presidential candidate, or you as a presidential candidate, show your deep understanding of the responsibility that comes with being the president of the student government? Because we were talking earlier with Muhi, with that position comes, of course, a lot of power. And of course, you have, for example, Muhi was a part of Amnesty International and a host of other organizations that he was a part of. And, you know, when you get a position of power, your friends say, hey, you know, throw me a bone. Mm-hmm. Of course, you naturally want to care for your other organizations on campus, but how would you show your respect for that responsibility that you would have if elected as the
It's a good question, Ken, and I'm glad that you asked me it. I think that I've already proven my success. I've already proven what I can do for the student body. I've been working tirelessly for an entire year, working with a team of members. And it's not just myself. There is no one president who can accomplish anything here on this campus. You need a team. You need a team of individuals.